Yaama. My name is Adam Manning. I was born on Awabakal, Worimi country and have Kamilaroi and European kinship. I'm a musician, artist and researcher at the University of Newcastle. Before commencing today's paper, I'd like to pay my respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait peoples and acknowledge the different lands upon which we meet today. The purpose of this paper is to unpack the following question: what is a rhythmic acknowledgement? In response to this question, this paper will reference two practice-based examples by myself, Adam Manning. Firstly, I'll discuss the Rhythmic Acknowledgement, which was published to YouTube on the 13th of July 2021. Let's first watch the clip, then unpack it.
I'd like to rhythmically acknowledge the lands that we meet today. Worimi and Awabakal peoples.
This rhythmic acknowledgement draws on an Indigenous corroboree dance rhythm. This corroboree dance rhythm, or piece, was first published by Barrenfield in 1823 in the London magazine Journal of an Excursion Across the Blue Mountains of New South Wales. However, the reason for using this rhythm is in 1826, Ebsworth referenced this rhythm when attending a corroboree on Worimi country. The Sydney University website Austral Harmony refers to the dance rhythm piece as the Australian National Melody, Harry's Song and the Gumberridger Song. Therefore, I'll refer to this corroboree dance rhythm as the Gumberridger Song. The Gumberridger's core dance rhythm is a dotted quaver and a semi-quaver that's repeated. I have incorporated this rhythm in the acknowledgement through a series of improvised accents between sections 042 and 110. These accents are housed within an improvised semi-quaver pattern and therefore change at varying points. Yet, the acknowledgement rhythms before 042 or after 110 were created felt as real-time rhythmic responses to country. While these real-time rhythmic responses have been performed over a crotchet kick drum loop, they have an underpinning clave, the Gumberridger rhythm. Furthermore, the viewer will observe that the rhythmic acknowledgement uses Indigenous African djembe and a phone looping app. Consequently, this acknowledgement draws on both djembe drumming techniques and modern real-time performance gestures. Perhaps this acknowledgement could be described as a hybrid of past and present Indigenous rhythmic expressions that recognise past ancestors. And it's hoped that this acknowledgement will help us all reconnect and share the rhythmic language of this land, New South Wales. For more information, please refer to the links located in the YouTube clip description. The second rhythmic acknowledgement example is a sensor-based sound installation titled A Rhythmic Acknowledgement for Walking Experiences that's featured on the northern wall at Lake Macquarie's new Multi-Arts Pavilion. In simple terms, this rhythmic acknowledgement is made up of 4 different sounds and is activated when one walks past any of the 4 sensor speaker combinations. For example, when walking past the first sensor speaking combination, it triggers environmental based sounds. Let's have a listen. When walking past sensor speaker 2, one will observe a series of corroboree rhythms from the Gumberger song. These particular rhythms from the Gumberger song were performed and recorded on clapsticks. Let's have a listen. When walking past number 3, this triggers the ambiguous sounds of the didgeridoo, in this case performed by Ray Kelly Jr. Let's have a listen. And finally, the fourth sound is a series of clapstick rhythms that are recorded which recognise the Awabakal country. Let's have a listen. Interestingly, the speed at which those walking past will determine how one experiences this rhythmic acknowledgement. But ultimately, this rhythmic acknowledgement gives the building a connection to country through its broader application of rhythm with reference to the Gumberger rhythms, nature-based rhythms, the ambiguous rhythms of the didgeridoo, and the clapstick Awabakal improvisations. In conclusion, both acknowledgements genuinely attempt to connect or express Indigenous rhythms. Furthermore, as rhythm is a universal language, a language that's felt by all, perhaps this approach could be considered as a meaningful way to connect with First Nation culture when acknowledging country. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and I really look forward to your feedback. Thank you.